2007 through 2009 Chrysler Aspen front shock replacement. I'm Brian Essick from How To Automotive. I'm going to walk you through the steps of replacing those. To get started, we need to get the front of the vehicle off the ground. I'm using my rack. If you're doing this at home, you can use floor jacks and jack stands and jack it up over on the frame, and you want the suspension hanging down. Before I start removing any bolts, I'm going to put a pole jack under the lower control arm. You can also use a floor jack underneath the lower control arm, and you're just going to jack it up a little bit and take a little pressure off the shock. Next, we're going to remove the 18mm bolt on the bottom of the shock. I'm going to use my M18 Fuel 3/8 drive Milwaukee impact gun. Having a tool like this little impact gun will make jobs like this much easier on you. I'll leave a link in the description of the video. That way, if you want to check it out, you can find that there. You want to put this bolt aside where you're going to know that it goes back on the bottom of the shock. It's a little bit different than the top bolt, so keep track of that. The top of the shock is secured with a nut and a bolt, so you're going to need a wrench. I'm using my combination wrench, ratcheting wrenches here. This wrench is a 13-15 combination wrench. It's about 18 inches long, and I like to use them on jobs like this so you can put a lot of torque on the bolts. And I'm also going to use my 18mm socket and my Milwaukee here to take it out. I'll leave a link in the description for both of these tools. So the replacement shocks I'm using are made by KYB, and these are the part numbers. I'll be sure to link this up in the description. That way, if you need to pick those up, find those there. These are affiliate links, so if you click on them, I will make a small commission, which is very much appreciated. It helps the channel grow at no additional cost to you. Before I put the bolts in, I'm going to put a little bit of blue thread locker on the threads. It's a little glue that helps prevent the bolts from vibrating loose. This provides a little extra protection. I'll put a link in the description also. After applying thread locker onto the bolts, you can put the shock back up into position, slide the top bolt through, and go ahead and start the nut on the back. Don't tighten it just yet. And then we're going to position our lower portion of the shock on the lower control arm like this. If the hole doesn't line up, what you're going to have to do is use your pole jack or your floor jack and jack the car up, or the lower control arm up or down to line up with the hole. And then you can start the nut and run it in and tighten the bottom bolt. Then you can tighten the top nut and bolt. And that'll complete the job of replacing the front shocks on a 2007 through 2009 Chrysler Aspen. I'm Brian Essick from How To Automotive. I'd like to thank you guys for watching my videos, encourage you to subscribe, invite you to head over to the howtoautomotive.com website for more valuable videos like this, and also to remind you that I will link up all the parts and tools in the description of the video. Thank you again for watching.